Hi guys, this is Luis from Raza Futbolera. Here's my reaction to the Tigres versus Monterrey game I just witnessed. Absolutely intense, good, hard fought. So my initial reaction to it is, while it was a really good game, there were segments of it where the game would kind of die down and it wouldn't go really towards the soccer side. It would go more into the rigid physical. It was more, willingness to get the ball. There was a lot of really, really good stuff out there. First off, I want to point out that Orozco's performance tonight was exemplary. If it were not for him, we would be talking about how Tigres got the really good result at home, even though both of them are at home. But good luck for Monterrey. Orozco had a really good performance, so that's really good for them. Another player who had a really good performance but really couldn't concrete that performance into anything actually productive was Javier Aquino. I don't remember a game where I saw him play like that. Not even with Cruz Azul. And here we saw what Aquino could be, is, and what could have been. He could have been that player in Europe on that dynamic, but he never really showed that. I guess he was busy with other things. He is that dynamic player, and he's starting to show it now after a while with Tigres, and it's really good. And he shows us what he could be. While he is a really dynamic player and he has a lot of flair, a lot of picardía, como se dice, down to his feet, you still see that he lacks that final touch. While a really good player is a player that has end product, he is a good player, but he lacks that end product. Had he picked up his head, had a little more tactical awareness, where his cross was a bit better, I think Aquino would be a little more effective and would have proven to be a crucial point in Tigres' game tonight. Tigres, while did dominate, I saw the statistics. They had 69 or 68% of the possession, and Monterrey had the rest, which was 31%. So goes back to what I said in the pregame analysis that I recorded. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link down there, or whatever they do on YouTube. What I talked about there is that Monterrey has a lot of alternatives in their style of play. They're not one-dimensional to the point that they try to do the same thing over and over and over and again, and they hope that the other team, maybe they're not going to try that at the same time. Maybe they're going to try something else, or they'll mess up doing the same routine stuff. They were very, very adaptable. They noticed that Cruz Azul. I'm over here thinking about losers. Damn. Anyways, I'm over here thinking Tigres pushed up a lot and was attacking and taking possession of the ball. So Turco Mohamed, while he would have in other cases taken possession of the ball, hard fought that ball, he realized that Tigres' desperation to gain that advantage at home gave Mohamed that key. Hey, this is our way. We're not going to be able to play with the possession of the ball today, but we can play on the counterattack. An exemplary. Most of the, if not all three goals of Monterrey were on a counterattack. So that's how you see. While Monterrey can hold the possession of the ball, they can do on a counterattack and switch between styles of play, which is really handy. On the contrary, all of Tigres' game was based on get the ball to the wings, very vertical. There wasn't any alternatives. While Tigres' goal did come from Sobis, and it come from individual display of football, I don't see how sending in 100 crosses, the number might not be accurate, probably like 50 crosses, 40. I don't see how just sending crosses inside the box is going to be proven effective. Well, they did create danger. You gotta find different ways. You just can't send the ball to the fastest, the special player on the wings, and expect him to send in precise crosses. It just doesn't work like that. So that's the one-dimensional football that Tigres, showcases. And while sometimes it can be effective, this is Liguilla. and you can't try the things over and over again. People know if they're here in Liga and they were first place and they know what they're doing. Trust me, they're not gonna fall for your little tricks. So basically, at the end of the day, while Tigres did show some heart, did try to show some stuff out there, it just wasn't enough. And you can either blame, well, the strikers couldn't score. Okay, Gignac didn't have a good night. But, like I said, you can't depend on one sole striker. If he didn't score, no one else scores, so what's the problem? Is it a sole dependency just on him? Also, the tactics are kind of wrong. You got to understand, this is Liga, so everyone's going to see your stuff and they're going to analyze you so they know how you're going to come out. You got to change it up. You can't be as one-dimensional. So, at the end of the day, I think noteworthy mentions, who had really good games. I would say Carlos Sanchez from Monterrey. Castillo struggled with Aquino. He got the assist on that third goal. But I think everyone struggled on that, right wing with Aquino. So I'll give him a little leverage on that. Pavon and Rogelio Funes Mori, who was constantly looking for that ball, constantly looking for something to work with. Orozco, probably, were it not for him, I'm pretty sure Tigres would have been 3-3 or 4-3. From Tigres, I gotta admit that the work rate from Guido Pizarro was good. Aquino had a fun night. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be trying to cover up them legs soon. Damian Alvarez had a quiet night, but at the beginning he seemed to be causing some trouble. But I'm guessing they're starting to miss the absence of Jurgen Damm. While it's not all defined, I'm pretty sure they just have to travel across town to get to Estadio BBVA, el Estadio de Monterrey's stadium. I'm pretty sure that it's not impossible, but I just don't see how Tigres could turn this result around. For them to pass on to the next stage, they have to win by they have to score 3 goals, 3-0, and if Monterrey scores and then they're 3-1, it ties up. Monterrey goes on because they're positioned on the table. For Tigres to really complicate things, they have to score 4 goals, which I just don't see how they will. It's a really complicated game. Nothing is defined yet. You could see the fallacies in Monterrey's defense. They struggled a lot. It was noxious. I'm not sure who was annoyed more. It was childish defending from both sides. No one could contain Aquino, and well, if I had to compare the 8th defense of the league, which is Monterrey, and the 3rd best defense of the league, Tigres, and no one told me who they were, I would have to say that Tigres was the worst defense tonight. Childish, amateurs, naive defending, and I'm pretty sure that someone's going to get a yelling at by Luca Ferretti today. The game is still on. 3-1 isn't an impossible result to turn around. I do think it's hard, but it all get defined on Saturday. Monterrey takes a really, really good advantage. While there were visitors today, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be visitors on Saturday. And Tigres is just swimming against current. And only one Monterrey team can go on. And all signals point to Monterrey will go on. It all depends on how Monterrey plans out their game and doesn't get overconfident. And Tigres tries to change up things. You just, you have to switch it up every once in a while. You just can't send cross and just expect some big guy to knot them in. Soccer has advanced for a little farther than that. But overall, good game. Now I'm going to watch the Morelia versus Leon game, see how that goes, and I'll give y'all the reaction to that one later on. Alright? Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment and share. Let me know what y'all think of what I just said. Interact with me if y'all want. I'll put my Twitter account, my personal Twitter account, then I'll put Raza Futbolera's Twitter account so y'all can follow me, tweet me, tell me, hey, you suck. It's all whatever. Alright, thanks, guys. You have a nice night.